fellow Americans. First, seek justice, and everything else will fall into place. This website and my work are dedicated to my deceased daughter, Pam. I'm not a Democrat or a Republican or a Tea Party member. I'm completely independent. I have no agenda except what is best for America. Right off the bat, we must establish the fact that America was the greatest industrial power in the world. This power enabled us to win World War II. Now, we don't make a toothbrush, we don't make a tweezer, and we don't make the American flags that we wave on July 4th or drape over our dead soldiers' coffins. Who's responsible for this economic depression, crisis, and debacle that America is in? Who committed the original sin? The correct answer must be crystal clear. Right now there is confusion and delusion in the Occupy Wall Street movement. Therefore the movement must be refocused and redefined and renamed. I suggest that the movement be called Treason Against America. Although Wall Street did play a part, it is not at the heart of the start. For the rock-bottom cause, we must look at our own government. The House, the Senate, and President. They sold us out. Seduced by lobbyist clout. Yes, lobbyists were deeply involved. And our government was deeply resolved to represent the 1%. The international manufacturers, the international bankers, and an elite superclass of billionaire investors. Our government did not care about American people like you and me. No matter what pressures were brought to bear, no matter what bribes were made, our government owed it to us, we the people, to show they cared. It was their sworn duty to put us first. When they passed GATT, the General Agreement on Tariffs and Trade, officially signed by President William Jefferson Clinton, they killed America then by encouraging and paving the way for the outsourcing of our industrial base and exporting manufacturing jobs, along with destroying our cities and towns. Did you hear that? When they passed GATT, they killed America. By outsourcing our factories and our manufacturing jobs, in addition to destroying our American cities and towns, it was the decisive and final death blow our Congress and President stood by and watched it happen, never lifting a finger to help. By passing GATT, these so-called representatives took away protection from American workers, forcing them to compete with 25-cent an hour labor, slave labor, if you will, in China, in India, and Vietnam, and Bangladesh, the Philippines, and many other poor, underdeveloped countries. Many will try to blame the unions, saying that they outpriced American labor, but this is not true. It is the fact that American manufacturers could hire 47 foreign workers to one American worker. That's the cause. This is the only reason for the massive outsourcing and their unbridled greed. These deceivers told us that free trade agreements would be good for America, that we would have bigger markets for American products, but they lied. After GATT passed, the protections were taken away. But you know what? The American manufacturers moved their factories to cheap labor countries and then sold these cheap products back to the American people. thereby increasing their profits at least 20%. Not having to worry about worker insurance or good working conditions or child labor. We don't know what kind of labor they're using. So our manufacturers, driven by excessive blind and rapacious greed, jump ship. Let's call it the greed stampede, causing national suicide, future generation genocide. It was the greatest heist, the greatest robbery in the history of the world, stealing and transporting our national wealth, killing opportunities for our children and grandchildren, and showing absolutely no loyalty to this country. Congress and our president were warned. There was a man who came here, a wonderful man by the name of James Goldsmith, a multimillionaire. He came here from Europe in 1994 and testified before our Senate. You can Google it. He said passing GATT would cause massive unemployment and destabilize our economy and country. I saw the testimony with my own eyes, and I saw the Senate treat him like so much garbage. They ignored him because they were obligated to the lobbyists' influence and agenda. Shame on them. Now their treasonable actions are coming home to roost. Murdering America deserves no mercy. Google Sir James Goldsmith and Charlie Rose. You'll see it for yourself. Regarding this subject, he, James Goldsmith, is my hero. This whole website is based on him. He's my counselor and teacher. My friends, we were not attacked by foreign terrorists. Rather, we were attacked by domestic terrorists. Our Congress, the House and Senate, spearheaded by President William Jefferson Clinton. When he signed GATT, on April 15, 1994, he created the necessary evidence, the necessary overwhelming facts to prove our government committed treason against America and the American people. We must be clear and specific. Remember, this was no mistake. It was intentional to make America global and international, reducing our strength as a nation. Let us now rekindle the flames of nationalism and our deep love for America. We, the American people, must take justice into our own hands. No longer keeping our head in the sand. Seeking justice is godly, a godly pursuit, attacking the problem at the core and the root. Therefore, we must put these culprits on trial, repaying their vile act. You, the American people, will be the jury. And I am charging them with treason, lies, and perjury. As a member of the American people's jury, please come to the website treasonagainstamerica.us. and cast your vote. Guilty or innocent. Perjury is the breaking of an oath or promise. Lies are false statements made with the deliberative intent to deceive. Treason is the violation of allegiance to one's nation, the betrayal of trust or confidence. And now I want to quote from the Bible. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall see God. Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth. And the profit of the earth is for all. Thank you.